Right, welcome to another lesson in high school ICT. In this lesson, I want to show you how we use the master slide option so that we can change fonts, the style, the point size, background, colors, put shapes in, etc. to one slide without having to go to each slide and having to go and change the font on each one. We can just do it in one place. So what we want to do is we want to go to view. So let's go to our first slide. We want to go to view, and in our master views grouping we're going to click on master slide, and you can see the different slide layouts that we get. And I'm going to demonstrate how we can change the font in one place and then all the other slides will change, how we can add an image to one slide so that it populates through to the other slides, and then also on our title slide we can change the image and it will only apply to the title slide. Also going to show you how we put in footers. Right, so let's go to our first slide, and what we want to do is change the font, and let's say we want to put in let's choose a nice one that stands out. Okay, and if we close, we'll see that all our headings have changed to that font. Okay, so again we go to view and we're going to go to slide master, and we're going to change the background of this. So in our background grouping we can also choose a theme. I'm going to choose background style. I'm going to choose that one. You can see automatically all the slides change to that color, and I'm going to choose blue green, and you'll see that all the slides change, and you can see they've all changed to that color. Once again, back to view, and we're on our slide master. Pull this up. Okay, I want to insert an image, so let's just go to this slide over here, and let's say this is a logo that I've created. Not the best logo in the world, but it doesn't matter, and I want to pop it in on all my slides. So once again, back to view, slide master, go to my first slide and Control V, and I'm going to drag this to the bottom right corner, and you'll see that's populated to all the slides. If I close view, you can see there is my logo that I've placed in all the slides. Right, what I want to do now is to put an image in, but I only want the image on my title slide. So once again, we're going to go to view and slide master. Okay, so I'm going to go to my title slide and I'm going to put an image there. So once again, Control C and back to view, slide master, up to my first, to my title slide, Control V, and you can see that in the other slides that image has not appeared. It's only in this title slide over here. Okay, I'm going to close, and there it is in the title, and in the others they do not, that image does not appear. Right, so let's see how we can change just the color of our title slide. Once again, we're going to go to view, slide master, and I'm on my title slide. I'm going to choose, because if I change this, if I change the background, or if I change the color, is going to change the color of all the slides. I only want the background color to change on this slide, so I'm going to choose background style. I could choose that, and you'll see only that slide has changed, my title slide, and I might want to choose a different color for all my other slides, but that one still stays the same. And if I close the master view, there we have it. So instead of going onto each slide and having to change the background individually, again, to view, slide master, and now I can go make the changes that I want to. Okay. I also want to include a header and a footer. So I'm at the master title slide, and I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to go to my text grouping, and I'm going to click on header and footer, and I get this pop-up. I want date and time. I say I want to update automatically. I want the slide number, and I want the footer, and I don't want it to show on the title slide. Apply to all. Back to slide master, close, and there you can see, not on the title but on all of these, I have my date, footer, and then the slide number. So I'm going to go back to view, slide master, and right, so depending on what style you've used for all your slides that you've created, it will determine whether you are going to have the header and footer apply to all or only to the certain slides that you've created. So if we hit slide master and we go to insert, and I want to put a header and footer in, and I say, right, I don't want date and time. If I say apply to all, it will apply to all the slides that you've created. Otherwise, if you click apply, it will only apply to the slides, to the theme that you've used for that particular slide, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. So I'm going to say apply, and slide master, I'm going to close. So you'll see I only have the footer in these slides, but in this slide number 5, it's a different type of slide that I used. So when I clicked new slide, the theme that I used, slide number 1 is title, slide number 2, 3, and 4 is title and content, and then slide number 5 is blank. So because I used that theme for 3 of my slides, you can see that for slide 2, 3, and 4, I only have the footer and the slide number. Slide number 5, I have the date, and I have the footer, and I have the slide number. So if I go to my view and I go to slide master, you will see if I go to this one and I say insert, and I say header and footer, and I say I don't want date and time, I only want the slide number, and I'm not going to say apply to all, although in this case it's only one in that theme, so it doesn't matter, but I'm going to just click apply. And if I close, and you see all of these still have the footer and the slide number, this one only has the slide number. So if I go and I duplicate this, and to duplicate this slide you can right click, brings up this pop-up box with the menu duplicate slide, and you can see that these two slides, that's slide 5, there's slide 6. So let's go and change those ones. So once again, view, slide master, and I'm going to say on this slide I only want to have let's say no date and time. I want a footer, and let's call it ICT PPT, for example. I'm going to say apply to that theme only, master, close, and you'll see footer with slide number and then slide number 5. Okay, so I want to change the theme of the 2 last slides that I created. So this is the theme that I have, and I'm going to go insert and header and footer, and I only want the footer, and I'm going to say ICT PPT, no date, no slide number. I'm going to click apply, so it's not going to, so it'll only apply to those with that theme, and back to slide master and close. And you can see these 2 slides have ICT PPT in the footer. These slides still have the footer and the slide number. Okay, so once again, just to recap, you would go to view, slide master, and you can do all the changes that you want to do on your main slide. You can apply it differently to the title slide, putting pictures in that won't appear in the others. You can change the color to be different, and then depending on the theme that you've chosen, and again the theme that you choose is when you duplicate a slide. If I right click and I say duplicate slide, I can do that, and if I want a new slide, I can choose what theme I'm going to use, and then it will only apply to those particular slides. Good, well, watch the video again, practice, and see you in the next lesson.